SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information. We are previewing Week 2 in the NFL here at SBRForum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak, and we're talking right now with Stephen O from EventDataServices.com. Stephen O is one of my favorite returning NFL guests, has a great record handicapping the NFL lifetime, and he's decided to focus his new company almost exclusively on picking winners in the NFL. Stephen O, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me again.
Tough push last week, huh? +3.
Ridiculous. I think that's I think there should be a law against that. But our clients did well. We had 13 what we consider high confident picks, ones where our line and the betting line are at least 3.5 apart. We went 9 and 4 on those picks.
Nice. All right. Yeah. No, that was a tough one, but no harm, no foul. A push. Losses are what we really care about here. Avoiding
pushes. Losing sucks more than winning.
Pushes are okay. Exactly. Pushes are okay. All right. Cleveland and Baltimore is the game you're going to talk about with us this week. Baltimore is a 6.5-point home favorite. And, of course, Baltimore is coming off of the blowout on the season opener at Denver. Cleveland got pounded by Miami, and they're looking like they're having all kinds of problems. Brandon Weeden is not getting it done. Miami stuff put 8 in the box and stopped Trent Richardson. Could Brandon Weeden make them pay? No, he could not. What is he going to be able to do anything different here? I'm not exactly sure, but after Baltimore looked like they had a bunch of weaknesses, a bunch of holes in their opening game. So giving another NFL team 6.5, I'm not sure that's something that's so attractive. What do you like here?
I like this game a lot more when I thought the line was Baltimore -7, and as we just said, the push is not so bad.
Right.
But now it's 6.5. We're still on Cleveland.
Yeah.
I'm a diehard Ravens fan personally, but AFC North games, 2/3 of the times last year they finished at 7 or less. The Cleveland game at Baltimore last year, they had a chance to win or tie the game in the last drive. Cleveland was actually up by a point in the fourth quarter in the game in Cleveland. So they do play close games, even though Baltimore was a Super Bowl champion. Cleveland was a lousy team on paper. Brandon Weeden, I'm not a fan of, but I looked at it up, and in his awful games, in 6 awful games last year, he actually bounced back with a passer rating over 80 in the following game 4 out of the 6 times. One time he followed a 5.1 rating with a 115. So the guy has a tendency to bounce back. And Baltimore and Cleveland know each other. I don't put much stock into what happened to either team in week 1. Brandon Weeden is not Peyton Manning. He's not going to make adjustments and pick them apart in the second half like Peyton did. And Baltimore is not going to be playing in the high altitude and getting wiped out physically, exhausted in the second half. At the same time, Cleveland knows Baltimore. Last year, I watched those games carefully, and if their receivers didn't drop a lot of relatively easy catches, Cleveland easily could have upset Baltimore. So, even though I'm a big Baltimore fan, even though I think Baltimore is a better team, when in this division game, these games end up close. And I also think, sorry to keep rambling, but Baltimore needs to air it out and score a lot of points when they're playing great teams. But against a team like Cleveland, protecting a 7-point lead or even a 4-point lead is not the worst thing in the world. So I think they'll actually go back to being a little more conservative, play conservatively, run out the clock, protect even a 1-score lead, and they ultimately give Cleveland a good chance of covering.
No, that was my initial thought on this game. My note here says Browns could cover the big number. The defense is good. The problem is the offensive line and Weeden. I mean, what, he gets sacked like 6 times in that game through 2 interceptions? I mean, are those numbers likely to improve, you think?
No, but at the same time, Baltimore has their own questions. I don't know if Michael Orr is going to be healthy. And I always thought he was overrated until I saw what happened when he was out against Denver. And all of a sudden, these relatively no-name pass rushers look like Von Miller and Elvis Dumervil against us. So, Baltimore also has their pass protection issues. And like I said, Cleveland's defense is pretty good. It's just that they are always getting stuck on their own side of the field from a bad offensive effort. So I think that this game will be low scoring. I don't have a strong play on the under, but I do have under 44 as a kind of second free pick here.
All right, well, I have to say that is the way I would lean on this game as well, and you can recommend that people buy Cleveland up to 7, but for the purposes of our record keeping, we're going to have to give you Cleveland plus 6.5. Okay, Stephen?
All right. Why do I see 21-14 coming down?
We'll see. It's the NFL. Those things are par for the course. Thanks so much, Stephen O. from EventDataServices.com. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks a lot, Peter. And if I could take one shill for my service.
Oh, sure.
We don't offer a college football pick service. We give our staff picks away for free. And a former colleague of mine, Zach Rosenfield, he used to do our videos for you guys, a few years ago. He's been really spearheading our college pick effort. He's 5-0 right now. So our clients have gotten 5 free college picks without having to pay for it. So those are kind of a sweetener on top of our normal college picks.
No, Zach Rosenfield is great. He was one of my favorites, especially when it came to like Oklahoma and Texas area football. He was great. Maybe I'll ask him to if he'll like to come back on and do some college previews with us.
I will ask him. I think that'd be great.
For sure. Okay, thanks so much, Stephen O from EventDataServices.com.
Thanks, Peter.